Hey, it's Nick Tuminello. What I'm demonstrating here is what I call the glute destroyer lunge. I'm going to show you a couple of reps. I may want to see what it looks like first, and then we'll talk about why I call it what I call it, glute destroyer lunge. Last one, then we'll talk about rationale for all the setup and all the movements, why it is. All right, first thing, why am I kind of on this step off to the side? Well, the reason why I'm on the step is because it allows me a greater range of motion. And we know that if you're trying to maximize glute recruitment in a walking lunge, longer strides will do it. Well, also if you're doing step-ups, a higher the step, the more glute activation. So if I'm doing a reverse lunge in place, the way I can create the environment that creates a longer stride is start off with my base foot, in this case my left foot, higher than my right foot. Just make sure that your right knee touches all the way down to the floor. That way you're really exaggerating the step. So that's one strategy to maximize glute recruitment in a lunge. Number two, why am I holding just a single dumbbell? Yeah, this is not a real working load, it's just demo load. Well, we also have some research that if you're trying to maximize glute medius recruitment in a lunge, holding the weight on the opposite side of the working leg, as you see me here, this is the working leg, here's my weight, so ipsilateral across the body, that incorporates a little bit more glute medius, so what people would call the upper glutes. Why am I standing off to the side? Well, it's kind of a combination of the two. With the third tip as well, is I want to lean forward, because leaning forward makes it a little bit more hip dominant, hence why a deadlift is more glute dominant than a squat. So that allows me to lean, and being off to the side allows me to clear space with the dumbbell, whereas if I was here, bang, the dumbbell just crashes right into the step. That's why you're off to the side. So the fourth thing is what happens at the top. Normally we would stop right here. But what I do is I add this little hip extension movement. It's happening there. So what I'm doing there, this is the working hip, what I just showed you, is at the top, this hip goes into a little bit more extension, working against this dumbbell. So this dumbbell is on my thigh, so it's right against my thigh, and I don't lumbar extend, that's lumbar extension. I use this hip to drive against the dumbbell. I'm not flexing this hip, because if you're using a weight that I would normally use, this is going to be a little heavy. So that's what we call it the glute destroyer lunge. It's the position you're in, leaning forward torso, offset load, longer stride, and then at the top, drive the hip forward so you get that top range of motion, almost like a mini hip thrust. So if you're trying to maximize glute recruitment in a lunge, I know of no better scientifically founded way than that practical application I just showed you right there.